Hi, I'm Ole Rørhus, and today I'm here to give you a short introduction to our integrated navigation system, the Raven INS. First, I would like to point out that the Raven INS is not a chair or a console. It's a state-of-the-art software for navigation and vessel control that will fit in any bridge design. We may deliver the INS off-the-shelf, type-approved components, or as complete turnkey solution, including both operator chairs and consoles, together with the overall bridge design. We focus on making the working environment safer, and the Raven INS is developed focusing on making navigation and operations on the bridge simpler and more intuitive, in addition to making the ship operation smarter and more efficient. A common problem on board vessels are multiple systems from multiple vendors or even from the same vendor with different design philosophies. That may result in wrong usage and inconsistent safety parameters set across the bridge system. A part of the solution is to replace the individual systems with multifunctional displays or MFDs that includes all functionality on all stations. Then all the different tasks are embedded in one single application, hosted on embedded computers running on a Linux kernel for enhanced reliability and cyber security. The uniqueness in hosting the task in a single application is not just a harmonized design, but the exact same design and user experience between all the tasks. If we look into the different tasks of the Raven INS, we find that route planning task that is replacing the standalone ECDIS. This task is made to plan a route in a map environment that gets synchronized between all MFDs. In this mode, you have as much space as possible for the map, and you may even have a split screen for different simultaneous views. For example, the route in detail on one side and the complete route on the other side. If we select the route monitoring task, we will open a task replacing the standalone ECDIS for showing the route in a map environment. This is a great tool during your voyage and gives you the functionality for grounding avoidance with checks and alerts. You may also select radar overlay with full interswitching capabilities. If we go to the task selector menu again and select collision avoidance, we will get the task replacing the standalone radar and that have the same functionality embedded in all MFDs. This means that you can do target tracking, individual gain and clutter management on all workstations. The navigation and control data will replace a typical conning display with information over thrusters, rudders, set and drift indicator, rate of turn indicator, and so on. This display is highly configurable and may be edited by service engineers on site or from remote support even after delivery of the vessel. The Raven INS is also embedding the following task for enhanced situation and system awareness. Alert management, interfacing BINVAS and other systems on board, giving the operator overview of all active and historical alerts for all equipment on the entire bridge. If we go to the task selector menu again and select status and data display, we will get the integrity and status of sensors and the system. This task will give the operator a good overview of sensor monitoring and system monitoring with possibilities to hide or unhide information that is relevant. Another neat feature in the Raven INS is that we have made support for integration of other systems by web or VNC technology. More and more sensors will be supporting this technology in the future. Here is a couple of examples from Kongsberg that are integrated already. Since everything in the Raven INS is integrated, we are able to remote control the bridge from any location. We have made a separate remoting task where we can select which MFD we would like to remote, and what task should be running on that MFD. In addition, we have made a separate view for the operator to control the most used functions directly from the remoting view. This could be radar gain, sea clutter, or the different layers in route monitoring. In the separate docking display, we have collected all the relevant information for a docking situation in a separate view. We have even made a separate integration towards the most used functions in the automation system. This may be PMS modes, light settings, or window heating as examples. A big and important part of the Raven INS are the vessel control functions. We may offer an adaptive autopilot using both speed and propulsion feedback, resulting in better steering during acceleration and deceleration phases. We have developed it with auto-tuning for 2 sets of speeds and for shallow and deep draft that allows for optimum steering during various speed and loading conditions of the vessel. We have an advanced track pilot that makes the vessel follow a planned track. We have also developed a speed pilot and an ETA pilot controlling acceleration and retardation phases to achieve a desired cruising speed or sailing time for a given route. Raven INS support enhanced user and operational support, and a digital twin is already a part of the system, which allows for remote training where the crew can sit at home with a laptop and receive training. The Raven INS has achieved approval from both the DNV according to Med B and approval from United States Coast Guard. Track Pilot and Autopilot is compliant with DNV Naught AW requirements. If you select Raven INS, you will have a future-proof bridge. The computer and network solution ensure adaptability to future requirements and needs. As additional needs become apparent and the technology develops, more functions can be added. The network solution also means that Raven INS is ready to interact with shore-on data capture, and remote monitoring, or even remote control in the future. This is an important element in the development towards increasing automation and making autonomous vessels. That concludes this short introduction of Raven INS, with more detailed videos of the functionality will follow. Please follow us to get the newest updates. In the meantime, you can find more information on our broad product range at norwegianelectric.com.